Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coco McMillan Show. You may have seen her in Morocco, New York City, Los Angeles, California, Detroit, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Nevada. One of the background singers for Mickey Howard and the late, great Gerald Levert. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, the beautiful, the wonderful, the spectacular, Miss Coco McMillan.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the Coco McMillan Show, where we make it happen. I am so excited to be with you this evening. It's going to be a great show tonight. This is the Coco McMillan Show, where we bring some amazing flavor to the virtual talk show circuit, featuring our national and local recording artists. For our business owners, this platform is designed for you. It is to help promote our artists, our business owners, our social network gurus, our physical and mental health awareness organizations. It's for pastors, evangelists, deacons, everybody that want to be a part. or to show or to, promote their business or whatever they're doing in life, we are here to do that for you. The show allows the guests the opportunity to talk about their career goals, talk about their products, their career challenges, new opportunities, awareness. It's all designed for you. So we wanted to set this platform up for you to come on and share your story. If you want to be a part of this show, please contact me at cocomcmillanmusic@gmail.com. Again, that's cocomcmillanmusic@gmail.com. I've been getting some amazing guests that's been emailing me, wanted to be a part of the show. So thank you. Thank you for coming on the show to share your story, because it's very important. Your experience, your knowledge to the show, it can help the people. It can help the people a lot. So we believe in sharing your testimony, promoting your journey in life, because you know what? Millions of souls could be blessed just by your testimony. So we want you to come on the show and tell us all about you. We're streaming on the IBM network. We're streaming on YouTube, on Facebook Live, LinkedIn, Twitter, all those social media platforms. You can watch the show. Listen, if you're in your home and you got your TV, if you have Roku TV, go to Roku TV, download Pod TV. It's free. Download Pod TV and you can watch it right there on your big screen TV in your home. So there's many ways to connect with us, the Coco McMillan Show, just to be a part of us. We want you to be a part of this family. I want to do a roll call. It's time for roll call. I want to know where you're from, who's watching. Deasia, Franklin, North Carolina is in the house. What's up, Deasia? You see my nails? That's my girl. She always get on me about my nails. Jean Johnson, Irvington, New Jersey. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you so much. Come on, let's get the roll call going so I can know where you watching from, what you're doing, all that good stuff. Listen, for those that's on tonight, we want you to share the broadcast, like it, comment. Go ahead and, text someone, call someone, and let them know that you are about to spend the next hour with Miss Coco McMillan, and we have a phenomenal show that's lined up for you tonight. So I'm so excited. And we're going to jump right in. Mario Steele is on from Bible and Babble. Listen, if you didn't go on the cruise this year, you need to go ahead and sign up for next year for the Bible and Babble cruise. I'm going to be on that cruise next year. So the Bible says, speak those things of what they were. So I'm speaking it. I'm going to be on there next year. So make sure you reach out to Mario Steele to sign up for the cruise. Thank you, Mario, for all that you're doing for the show, your donations and everything. Java, bless you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for being on the show. So listen, we're going to jump right in. Oh, Nicole, Nicole, thank you so much for watching. Yes. Oh my God. Mario is from Apex, North Carolina. Is in the house. I love it. I love it when y'all talk to me. That's I thrive for that. So keep putting in the chat. Again, share the broadcast because somebody needs to hear what's going to happen tonight. They need this in their life. So I want to jump right in because we have a guest that's with us tonight that can only be with us for a short period of time. He has to jump off, but I wanted to make sure that I brought him on tonight because he has a big event coming up. TT in the house, Garner, North Carolina in the house. My girl TT is here. So he has a big event that's coming up this weekend that we want to share with you. He is the pastor of New Dimension Fellowship Church. His name is Pastor Maurice Wright. He was there on the Bible and Babble cruise. He's also a national known saxophonist, has his album, a single that's come out that he's going to talk to you about. But we're going to go ahead and bring on Pastor Maurice Wright. Latanya, thank you so much for joining. Let's go ahead and bring on Pastor Wright. Look at that smile.
Grace and peace and love be multiplied to you. Can I send some kisses your way? I absolutely love the Coco McMillan show. Thank you for having me on tonight, and I'm super excited to be here.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, when Mario texted me about it and he was telling me about the event that's going on this weekend. I said, we gotta get him in to let him talk about what's happening this weekend at New Dimension. First of all, can you tell us the name of your church and where you located?
Yes, New Dimensions Fellowship Church, and we are located at 4000 Bearcat Way in Morrisville, North Carolina. Again, that's 4000 Bearcat Way in Morrisville, North Carolina. And it's still not too late for you to make your way to be here if you're anywhere nearby for tonight's service.
Tonight, so it starts tonight.
Yes, it starts tonight. We're starting at 7:00 p.m. Our guest tonight is my friend, Pastor Willie Harris Jr., and the entire Mount Zion Church congregation with their gospel choir is going to be here. And we have two national recording artists that's going to be here tonight, Demetra Scott, as well as my dear friend, Apostle Joseph Ivy, amen, who has a single out, It Was You, Lord. And everybody is talking about that. Listen, this is going to be the place to be, amen, on tonight at 7:00. But if you come, don't come with church shoes on. I want you to come with your sneakers on, because tonight is sneakers night. So you come dressed casual, come as you are, dress down, and let's have a high time in the Lord.
Oh, wow. That's amazing, Pastor. And then it goes on until Sunday. Let's talk about who's going to be there tomorrow night and Sunday, who you have.
Listen, then it continues on Sunday. We're going to take a break Friday. We go bowling on Saturday at King's Bowling from 2 to 5. Meet me there if you think you can beat me. We're going to be bowling on Saturday at King's from 2 to 5. And then on Sunday, everybody say Sunday. Drum roll, please.
Sunday.
Listen, all roads lead to my home church, where my brother, District Elder Marion Wright Jr. is pastor, Greater Emmanuel Temple of Grace. The address is 2722 East Main Street, again in Durham, North Carolina. My guest on that day will be the Apostle John A. Bennett and the Church of the Apostolic Revival International. They're coming full number, choir, several gospel recording artists. We have a mime ministry, Anointed Expression, that's going to be there. People are coming from all over. But on Sunday, God led me, even 19 years ago, when I started the church. He said, he promised me you wouldn't just pastor a church, but you would pastor a community. You would pastor a body of believers where people would attach themselves to you and connect themselves to you and even call you pastor. So we started what's called our Destiny Partners program over 19 years ago. And that has grown to over 300 Destiny Partners globally all over the world. And out of those 300, guess who our Destiny Partner of the year 2023 is? Minister Mario Steele. Oh my God. Mario Steele is our Destiny Partner of the year 2023. He already knows it. He just don't know what he's in store for. So his church is coming. His family is coming. People are coming from all over. My family is coming. Our church family is going to be there. Listen, and all of you are invited to be a part of this exciting event. New Dimensions is a place to embrace newness, where we always said, therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away, and behold, all things are become new. So again, we're looking forward to God doing God things.
Oh my God, that is amazing. Everyone that's watching right now, I need you to go ahead and type in the chat, Minister Mario Steele. Go ahead and put that in the chat tonight. We are celebrating Minister Mario. And if you know him, you know he's a man of God. He is the founder of Bible and Babel. Just a great guy all around, him and his wife. I'm just so grateful. Shout out to Minister Mario Steele. Thank God for him.
Yes. Listen. I want to say to you, thank God for you too. I honor the Lord again for you. For I have not seen, ears have not heard,
Wow.
neither has it entered into the hearts of man the things that God has prepared for you,
Oh my
Coco, because you love God so profoundly. And I've been praying for you. I've told our church tonight we're going to be praying for you and the continual success of your show also as well. For it is more than just a show. It is a movement. It is a
Ooh.
movement of God where God is going to cause you to touch the lives of many more than what you have ever imagined. For our God is able to do exceeding abundantly
Abundantly.
above all that we can ask or think, according to the power that's working on the inside of you. So I want to thank you so very much for this opportunity to be on tonight. It was a very special a day for me, and God used you mightily for his glory to encourage my heart, because my mother passed 5 years ago to the date. And when you reached out for me this morning, my heart was a little heavy. My face didn't have a smile on it.
Oh my
But when
God.
I heard from you, God brought a smile to my face.
To
He
God.
brought joy to my heart, tears of joy to my eyes. And I'm just super excited to know you, to be connected with you. And now I feel much better because of the God in you.
Oh my God. To God be the glory. Oh, I'm just so overwhelmed. I can't mess with my lashes today. I'm so overwhelmed. I appreciate you. I
Listen,
really do. I appreciate you, Pastor Wright. And
listen.
listen, we're going to have to bring you back to the show because you are a national recording saxophone artist.
Yes.
You have a song that's out saying love is an action word. We're going to
Yes.
play that song too at the end of the show. But can you just tell us a little bit about that before you leave?
That's a song that was inspired by God, written in loving memory of my mother, for she taught us and put it in us and emphasized love being an action word.
Yeah.
She said, love isn't love until you've given it away. She put in us that God is love. She said that love endures all. Love is a solution to a lot that's going on in the world. If people would just have more love, it could solve a lot of problems that's going on in the world. So that song is a smooth listening song. You can listen to it and listen over and play it over and over and over
Yes.
all day. Listening to it, people are listening to it in the elevators. I've heard it called. Someone called me, said, I want to put it in a movie. It's just that powerful of an instrumental. I want to use this moment, Coco McMillan, to do something that I ain't never done before, and that is to drop the announcement here on the Coco McMillan Show. I've been on 13 gospel albums. I played for people all over the world, and you mentioned my single that has come out, but I want to make this announcement here on the show. September the 30th, 2023, the full gospel jazz instrumental album will be out all over the world. Mark your dates, mark your calendars. September 30th, the full album will be out with videos and everything for every song. I've dropped that announcement here on the Coco McMillan Show, baby.
Yes! Listen, we just had a comment that said, come on, preacher. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. So, guys, you heard the announcement from Pastor Wright. You have to make sure that you stay in touch with him. Get the single. September, the full album is coming out. Listen, if you're not doing anything tonight, go over to New Dimension. If you want to go bowling on Saturday, get your bowling on, and then Sunday, back to Sunday, back to church. So I am so excited what God is doing for you and the church family. Much favor to you. Listen, we're going to have to get you back on the show so we can talk more about everything that's going on with New Dimension and everything that's going on with you in the ministry. So thank you for speaking the word into me as well tonight. I'm just so overwhelmed. And again, I'm trying to, keep my lashes together here.
Yes. Thank you.
I appreciate you so much. And can you just tell them quickly how they can reach you?
They can reach me on my website, MauriceLWright.com. You can connect with me on Facebook, Maurice Wright, or the church, New Dimensions Fellowship Church, or you can reach me Instagram at new_dimensions_fellowship _, or you can reach me by email at pastormlw74@gmail.com, or the church email, New Dimensions Fellowship @gmail.com. And as you always hear me say, be faithful, be determined, and be blessed.
Woo! Period.
Period.
Thank you so much, Pastor Wright. God bless you. We love you here on the Coco McMillan Show. Much favor to you. And again, we will be having you back on the show. So God bless you. Thank you again so much for stopping by.
God bless you too. God bless.
Woo, that was Pastor Maurice Wright. You heard it live here on the show. September is coming, it's coming, it's coming. Shout out to LaToya Kennedy. I see you out there. Thank you so much for watching. Kim, I love you, big sister. I love you. So listen, we have been talking about, you've seen the flyers and everything about this amazing guy that has sacrificed his career for his son, Mr. Kelly Cole. Oh my God, he's so amazing. I've been knowing him for a couple of years now through Pastor Rodney Johnson. Shout out to Pastor Rodney Johnson, ASAL Community Church, First Lady Jeanette Johnson, all my ASAL people down there. Hello to everyone. But this guy, he is absolutely amazing. I always love talking to him. He's so encouraging, to me and to his peers, everything that he's doing, that he sacrificed for his son. He is from, his son's from Bristol, Virginia. But what I love about Mr. Cole, this book that he has out, that is coming out in June, this is an inspiring, heartfelt story. It shares his journey as a father and a manager to his son, Aaron Cole, who went on to become a successful Christian recording artist at a young age. And through his personal anecdotes and life lessons, Mr. Cole provides insight and strategies for fathers and young adults who seek to achieve their dreams. And as I said, the book will be coming out in June, but you can pre-order now in celebration of Father's Day. Mr. Cole has pledged to bless a father with a free steak dinner for every pre-order of the book, Raising Aaron Cole. That's a blessing right there. That's ministry. That is ministry. And he's so excited to share his story. I'm so excited to hear about it tonight. You still have time to go ahead and text somebody to let them know, especially all the fathers. Come on and hear this inspiring story. Mr. Kelly is a 2-time #1 best-selling author, entrepreneur, and a motivation speaker who has inspired thousands of individuals to achieve success in their personal and their professional lives. Through his books, his speaking engagements, and coaching programs, Mr. Cole shares his strategies for achieving greatness and living a purposeful life. You can reach him at www.mrkellycole.com. We're going to bring him on tonight. But before we bring him on, I want you to take a look at this video by his son, Aaron Cole. Check this out.
I'm 3 years old, Aaron Cole. Jesus is God. I love if you hear it. Jesus is God. I'm 3 years old, Aaron Cole. Jesus is God. He saved my soul. He can do the same thing no matter how hard I said. Jesus is God. He saved my soul. Jesus is God. Jesus is God. Jesus is God. Jesus is God. I'm 3 years old, Aaron Cole. Jesus is rock. He saved my soul. Jesus is Aaron Cole. Jesus is rock. Jesus is rock. Hallelujah. Jesus is rock. Hallelujah. Jesus is rock. Hallelujah.
Show me a shake, Aaron. Other way. Look at me and do it. Look at me and do it. Show me a shake.
Y'all put your hands together. How many out there know that Jesus is God?
Jesus is God.
feel it. Jesus is rock, holler. Jesus is rock. I'm 3 years old, Aaron Cole. Jesus is rock. Jesus is rock, holler. Jesus is rock, holler. Jesus is rock, holler. Jesus is rock. I'm 3 years old, Aaron Cole. Jesus is rock. He saved my soul. He can do things no matter how old. I said Jesus is the rock. He saved my soul. Jesus is the rock. Holla if you feel it. Jesus is the rock. Holla if you feel it. Jesus is the rock. Holla if you feel it. Jesus is the rock. I'm 3 years old, Aaron Cole. Jesus is the rock. He saved my soul. He can do the same for you no matter how old. I said Jesus is the rock. He saved my soul. Jesus is the rock. Holla if you feel it. Jesus the rock, holler if you feel it. Jesus the rock, holler if you feel it. Jesus the rock. I'm 3 years old.
What are you?
Jesus the rock, holler if you feel me. Jesus the rock, holler if you feel me. Jesus the rock, holler if you feel me. Jesus the rock. Jesus rock, Aaron Cole. Jesus the rock. He saved my soul. Jesus is the same as you, and I go. I said, Jesus is the rock. He saved my soul. Jesus is the rock. Holler if you feel me. Jesus is the rock. Holler if you feel me. Jesus is the rock. Holler if you feel me. Jesus is the rock. I'm 3 years old, and Cole. Jesus is the rock. He saved my soul. Jesus is the rock. He saved my soul.
Youth leaders, event planners, and promoters. Book the hottest young gospel artist on the planet, Aaron Cole, and put life back into your youth's ears. Aaron has shared the stage with Ty Tribbett, Ramaya from the movie Fighting Temptations, Anointed, Gospel Gangsters, K-Drama, and more. Book Aaron Cole to minister at your next youth event, concert, birthday party, or conference. Email us now at info@aaroncolegospel.com or give us a call at 276-229-0530.
Wow. Oh my God. Jesus is the rock.
Hilarious. As you can see, he's always been a character.
Oh my God. And how old was he?
He was 3 years old. That was his very first time recording anything. I wrote that song for him, Jesus the Rock.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And he was so, and the little shade that took me out. That's
Hilarious.
so he started TT. if you watch it, it reminds me of Trey. I hope Trey is watching this, but Mr. Cole, oh my God, that was phenomenal because it kind of showed him starting at 3 years old all the way to where he is today.
Sure.
I mean, that is so amazing. I'm glad you saved that video because he can kind of go back and kind of see how it all started. So tell us all about raising your son.
Man, it was amazing. Like, just to think about how God allowed me to pick up the camera for one thing and record him. Like, I have footage from, I picked up the camera that day when he was 3 years old. I recorded from 3 years old all the way till he turned probably about 18, 19 years old. So I have all that footage of his whole entire career. I mean, every studio session, every show, every football game, every basketball, I got it from age 3 to probably 19.
Wow. Oh my God. So, did you know, well, at that point, at 3 years old, you already knew that he was going to become this great artist. You saw it.
I didn't know. I had no clue. All I knew is that I saw he had a gift, because how it started was, if you saw that little setup I had, I used to record my brother doing Christian hip hop. And I looked over at Aaron. He was 3. He was rapping my brother's lyrics. I just knew he had something. I was like, yo, I'm going to give him a shot and I'm going to write him a song. So my goal always was just to spread the gospel with, Christian hip hop. It was never to turn my son into a star. I didn't know he was going to be a star. I talk about it in the book. I didn't know Aaron was going to make it in Christian music until he was probably about 15. And that was in Greensboro, North Carolina. I saw him on stage and I just saw the glory of the Lord on him. And I heard the Lord speak to my heart, like he's going to make it. And from that day, I knew that he was going to be a star.
Oh my God. And that he is. I mean, everyone is watching. Make sure that you pull up Aaron Cole, listen to his music. But let's talk a minute. Let's talk about you first.
For sure.
Tell the viewers a little bit about you, where you grew up,
Yeah.
your major, all that stuff. And then we're going to get into the book.
Yeah, for sure. I grew up, I always tell people I was born in the most notorious housing projects in the world. I was born in Cabrini Green housing projects in Chicago, Illinois. If you don't know what it is, that's where they filmed Good Times, the movie Cooley High, the movie Hoop Dreams. So most people know about those movies or shows, but yeah, that's where I was born. Probably to about 8 or 9 years old, and then moved to the west side of Chicago. Had a pretty, tough upbringing growing up in the inner city. Didn't really have much. Right around my sophomore year of high school, my mom shipped me off to Virginia to live with my dad and my stepmom. And that's when I began to excel as a football star. So I thought I was going to the NFL, and until I got to college, play college football. And probably my second day at college football, I realized I didn't love football as much as I thought I did. And that I would not be going to the NFL. And dropped out of college, quit playing football, and probably 3 to 4 months later, Aaron was on the way.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yep.
So what did your parents say when you dropped out of school?
My dad was cool with it because he had quit right after having me at about 20 years old. So my dad had me at 20. I had Aaron at 19. So my dad knew all about, because my dad played basketball. So he know once I wasn't going to school for school, I was going to play football. Once football didn't line up, I had to come home. So I came home and got a job, started working, and next thing you know, I got a son on the way and started working. So yeah.
Wow. One of the best things that ever happened.
For sure.
So you raised Aaron in Virginia?
Yeah, raised him in Virginia. Believe it or not, me and his mom, we were young. Like I said, I was 19. His mom was actually 17 when she got pregnant with Aaron, and we're actually going to abort Aaron. Like I talk about it in the book. Yeah, because we were young, and we actually went to the clinic. She was too far along to get an abortion, so we almost aborted our biggest blessing.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. And the chat is going crazy too. Hello, First Lady Johnson. So once you had Aaron, you guys, how long did you stay in Virginia before moving? Because I think you're in Nashville now, correct?
No, Aaron's in Nashville.
Okay.
We're still in Virginia. Aaron lives in Nashville. He moved to Nashville when he signed his second record deal at 17 with Toby Mac. So he moved to Nashville right around 17, 18 years old. It was time for him to go. I was like, man, you're too comfortable here. It's time for you to get out there and learn how to survive and be closer to your label. And it was one of the best things. He didn't know, I talk about it in the book as well. Like, he didn't know I actually had a plan. He just thought I was just throwing him out there, but I wasn't. I had a plan, but I also wanted to teach him how to survive. And one of the things that parents do a lot of the times, they try to shield their kids from pain. They don't want them to feel the pain that they went through. But no, it made us who we are. It made us strong. It made us learn how to survive. And especially with raising a son, I wanted him to be a man. I wanted him to know how to survive. I could not, look his wife in the eye and say, hey, I did my best if I didn't do my best, and teach him how to be a man and how to survive. So when he got married last year, I was able to look his wife in the eye, and I was like, hey, I just want you to know I did my very best in making him a man, teaching him how to survive, and teaching them how to go get it. So, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Dr. Wallace, Dr. Wallace and Kes. Dr. Wallace was on last week, Mr. Kelly, with a book called Hello Handsome.
Okay.
Hello Hampton, and it talked about, she's talking about, the men and, their perspective about life and being a man, and, just how women, we need to encourage our men, and just so many uplifting things. This was a journal. And I told her last week, I said, this is a perfect setup because we have, Mr. Kelly. There I go again. I'm about to say Dr. Kelly. I'm speaking
Hey,
that name. Dr. Mr. Kelly that's coming on talking about how he sacrificed, raising his son, raising Aaron Cole. And it's kind of perfect because you were setting an example to our fathers to let them know, that sometimes you can step back and, see your son's future and help them on a journey. In your bio, I see that, I see that you're encouraging fathers, how to build strategies and how to, be successful. Can you talk about a little of that in some of your other books that you have, how you encouraging our young men?
Yeah, for sure. So I just, lay out the blueprint I laid out for Aaron. And for me, it was important to sacrifice for Aaron because I knew like he was serious about it and this is what he wanted to do with his life. It was never a push for me of me telling him this is what you wanted to do. Like I've never had to force him to do anything. I've never had to force him to go in the studio. I never had to force him to do a show. I never had to force him to go on the road. Like literally, Aaron wore me out from that day when I would come home from working 2 jobs. He would say, "Dad, turn it on. I want to rap. I'm not gonna rap today. When can I go rap?" And he always wanted to do it. And right around 7th grade is when he came home and he said, "Hey, Dad, this is what I want to do with my life." And I said, "You sure?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I got you." And I literally said, "Yo, I'm gonna put my business on hold. I'm gonna do my business part time, but I'm going full time with you to help you achieve your dream." So one of my other books, I talk about, my last book was called Get Locked In, Mastering the Art of Laser Focus to Achieve Your Dreams and Goals. And those are simply the principles that I taught Aaron. And one of the most important principles is the principle of L, meaning what are you looking at? So it's so important what you putting before your eyes and what you're allowing others to put before their eyes.
Wow.
So yeah, so yeah, I'm not gonna get that book away, but it's important. One of that principle though, me and Aaron, we would watch movies and I would say to Aaron, "Okay, what did you get from this movie?" And we talk about it. I'd be like, "No, that ain't it." And one of the movies we watched was a movie called Benji. And it's about a basketball player in Chicago who was projected to be the #1 draft pick in the draft, but he ended up getting killed. And I asked Aaron, why? How did he get killed? And Aaron said something. I was like, no, if he would have not been messing around with that girl, he would have been in school and not been killed. So I used all of those different things and those principles to teach him, like, hey, you need to save yourself for marriage. You need to be focused on, hey, if you want this dream, if you want this goal, don't let nothing distract you. And women are going to be there. And I promise you, the woman that God has for you, she's going to be for you. So he made it by the hair on his chinny chin chin. He was a virgin when he got married. He married a virgin, and they are living happily ever after. So it was those types of principles that I taught Aaron. To be careful what you're looking at online, because those things can tempt you and drift you away. So it's important with those things. So yeah, so those are some of the principles that I instilled in young men. And number one, too, finding their work. Like you have to find what you were put on earth to do, number one. Like a man has to find his purpose and his work that he is called to do on earth. And then that takes you to the next steps.
Wow. So what if, some men, I know some young men, and I think we talked about this a couple of times on my show with some other guests, what if some of the young men just can't seem to connect or know their purpose in life or what they need to do next, and then they turn, a lot of times these young men turn into gangs or they turn into violence. And what are some of the things that you would say to even a young man that's watching right now that wants to pursue their goal and their dream, but they just can't, it's too many distractions.
Yeah, they need to connect with where there are no distractions. You know what I'm saying? The majority, not all of those young men who drift into the streets and all of that, the majority of them don't have a father. You know what I mean? Me and Aaron talk about it a lot of times. Like, yo, why do you think this person didn't make it? This person was talented in sports. This person was talented, even with their intellect. This person was talented in music. Why didn't they make it? And Aaron was like, yo, they didn't have you. Like they didn't have a dad. So a lot of the things that Aaron took for granted when he was younger, he appreciates now. Like he talks about it like, yo, I thought you was crazy a lot of times. A lot of times I acted crazy, but my goal was to get him to where he is right now. And so he appreciated. So what I would say to a young man who may be watching this and don't even know what their purpose or their goal is get around, find you a mentor, find you someone, find you a program that you can get plugged into. Like you talked about Pastor Rodney. Pastor Rodney has been one of I call him my big brother. He has been one of the best influences on my life as far as like being a man and what a man does and how a man provides for his family, how being a man of his word, a man of truth. Like Pastor Rodney came into my life at a time where I needed a male figure the most, someone who was solid. So, they're everywhere. Like Pastor Rodney's are everywhere. So find someone that you can latch on to and model, even if it's not your own father. Look for an uncle, look for a big brother, and find something that you can get a part of. But that's what's you're gonna need to find that dream and go. And don't get discouraged, even if you're in your 20s, even if you're in your, in your late teens. I did not find my dream. I did not find my purpose till I was 30 years old. So, but here's what I did though. I tried a lot of different things. Like I had 2 restaurants. I've had 2 clothing stores. I was a promoter. That's how I met Rodney. I was putting on comedy shows, borrowing money and losing it. Like I remember I borrowed like $9,000 or $10,000 to book Rodney and do the tour and market the show, and lost it all. But what did I gain from that investment? I gained a brother and a friend that I've had for a lifetime.
Yes.
So you got to try different things in order till you find your dream, till you find your purpose.
Oh wow, I love that you say that. The chat, they're making comments. Thank you, Kes and Eunice and Jeanette for your comments. Yeah, it's so important, even when you said to have a mentor, someone like Pastor Rodney. And when you have these mentors, they may not say everything that you want them to say, or you may not like it, but trust and believe. Like Aaron was saying, he thought you were crazy, but now he appreciate that. He appreciated it because they're telling the truth. It's about experience. Mickey Howard said it the best. Experience is a good teacher. So they're not going to lead you the wrong way. They just want better, for your life. So I agree totally. Please find a mentor, someone that you can go and talk to, that you can just tell everything to, that you trust. And really take it and run with it, because like Dr. Wallace said, last week, you guys, the men, you're the kings. You understand? You're the kings. And we just want the best for you. Another question that I have for you. So at this point, how old is Aaron now today?
Aaron is 24. He just turned 24, February 28th. I did want to piggyback on the last question. One of the cheat codes also is books. Like, even if you're a young man and you don't like to read, like this book will be available for audiobook. Like, just imagine you're going to get all of the tips, tools, tricks, and life lessons and all of the cheat codes that I taught my son from a book. Yeah. Like, just think about how powerful that is. Like, I read books all the time and I get the information from other powerful men. But go ahead. What was that next question?
That's good right there. No, that needed to be said. That's good right there. Reading the books, yes.
But think about that. So think about the tap into the mind of a billionaire. Like, where can you do that? Sit down with a billionaire for $20. You purchase their book. I can listen to what Sam Walton did to build his company. So it just depends on the personal development and the information that you need. Purchase the book. I'm telling you. You need to get Raising Aaron Cole, because you're going to get everything I poured into my son to get him to where he is right now in his career at 24. He's never worked a job. He signed his first record deal at 15, his second one at 17. He fulfilled his contract, and now we're announcing real soon he just signed with another major label at 24.
Oh my God.
You get all of the cheat codes, you get all of the secrets. It's in the book.
It's in the book. Get the book, Raising Aaron Cole. Get the book. Like he said, you can pre-order the book. Let's talk about that really quickly. Kes, I appreciate the truth. Oh, she have a younger son. Oh, James Sinclair, thank you. Okay, they loving it, Kelly. They loving it. They loving it. Love it. Man, my son has a mentor and need and all the time. That's right.
Yeah.
What's the okay, she wants to know what's the name of the book, both of your books.
Okay, so let's talk about this book. This book is called Raising Aaron Cole: Life Lessons of a Father Who Sacrificed for His Son's Dream. And here's what's powerful about right now. We're in the pre-order season where you can pre-order the book bundle. Now, when the book comes out Father's Day weekend, you can't get the book bundle. But what's in the book bundle? It comes with the book. It comes with the audio book, a workbook, and 2 video trainings. One is called Peak Mental Performance. So it's how to train your mind to perform at its highest level. And then number 2, the second training is Affirmations of a Father. Okay. Now, a father can take this training and speak affirmations over their child. If it's a child or a mother or someone who wants to give this to their child, they can hear a man's voice speak affirmation over them.
Wow.
So you get that in a bundle. The book bundle right now during the pre-sale is $97. Now, when the book drops, you can't get the pre-sale bundle, but you can go to www.raisingaaroncole for that. And then when the book releases Father's Day weekend, you'll be able to get the book everywhere. It's just called Raising Aaron Cole.
Wow. And they get another special treat too if they pre-order. What is that other special treat if they get for the fathers?
Yeah. So I created something called Fatherhood Chats, right? So what I've done is I sat down with other fathers of superstars. So I got 2 NBA players, Tim Hardaway and what's his name? Carlos Boozer. I interviewed them. And then also the father of the young man who played in Creed 3, who played the young Creed. I interviewed him. This young man, he's a dynamic superstar. Like, people don't even know about him yet, but he starred in several films, but he can sing, act, and rap. So I'm interviewing fathers of superstars, and I'm going to be adding to that series. So I'm going to be interviewing, Matthew Knowles, who's Beyonce's and Beyonce's dad. So just imagine the wisdom that you're going to get from those type of men. Yep, Carlos Boozer played at Duke as well. So you get so many bonuses when you get the book bundle. So I recommend the book bundle, but if not, you can't afford the book bundle, at least go ahead and get the book.
Yes. I think, and the fathers get a free steak dinner.
Yeah, so what I'm going to be doing with the pre-orders, I'm going to be just blessing fathers randomly with a free steak dinner on Father's Day weekend, just to give back and show love to fathers. Because as a father who is on his post, as my big brother Rodney would say, sometimes we're forgotten. Like, we don't feel the love. Like, as many Father's Days that I didn't feel like I got the same love or I got the same energy that I put out throughout the whole year. So for Father's Day, I'm going to be blessing fathers with a free steak dinner, because you never know if someone's going to be buying them dinner or what their relationship is with their kids. It don't matter. You're a father. I'm going to bless you, and maybe this will get you back on track with building a relationship with your kids.
See, that's kingdom work right there, Mr. Kelly. That's kingdom work right there. And that's, giving back and, letting these fathers feel special. Because it's true. Mother's Day, we go all out for our mothers, and you know how it is. Father's Day, we be like, oh, happy Father's Day. Next.
And they trying to take Father's Day, like single mothers is trying to take Father's Day. What about our fathers who are on our posts? Now, understand, you got Mother's Day. Let the fathers who are on their posts, who are doing their job, let us have our day. Like, you don't see any men trying to take Mother's Day. Let the fathers who are on their posts have their day. So I want to show love to fathers this Father's Day weekend and make it about them.
Oh my goodness, that's so amazing. I love what you're doing. And I need you guys, this ones that's watching, please make sure that you share this broadcast with any father that any young man that that's striving to get to their journey, their destination, or where they want to be in life, because this is really helpful information. And also, get the book, Raising Aaron Cole. Dr. Cole.
Keep speaking. Wait, let me tell you something. Nobody knows this, but it's on my long-term goals to receive an honorary doctorate in business and entrepreneurship from a college or university. But you're speaking it. You've been speaking it since we were backstage. But so speak that over my life. It's coming.
That's right. Because I feel it. I know. Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and call it as it is, Dr. Cole. So we were talking about earlier as well too, just everything, about the men, but you you've done some amazing things. The other book that you had, I think that's what Kes wanted to know too.
Okay.
What was the name of your last book?
It's called Get Locked In, Mastering the Art of Laser Focus to Achieve Your Dreams and Goals. And you can find that at www.mrkellycole.com. You can find all my books there. Yep.
Wow, that's amazing. So with Aaron, I know that he's toured with Toby Mac. What are some of the other people that he toured with and some of the places that he's been?
Yeah, so he's on tour right now with Torn Wells and Lakewood Music. So Torn Wells was
Lakewood.
Yeah, he with Lakewood Music. Lakewood Music. Aaron's in the middle, and then Torn Wells is closing now, and they're in Idaho tonight, so I couldn't make it. And then they'll be in Cali next. They're going to California next. So San Diego and LA. So yeah, he's on tour right now, but he's toured with them, Three Doors Down, Mandisa, you name it. He's been touring since, like I said, he was 17, 18 years old. And right around when he said this is what he wanted to do with his life, there were many summers that we wasn't home. We toured the whole summer. Like we literally was home for 3 days, 4 days out of an entire summer. We got up in my van and we just went from city to city, from church to church. Like, and we've been everywhere, as far up as Alaska. We've
Wow.
and on up. So yeah, so we love it. We love what we do. We do it for the glory of God. And
Yes.
like I said, I started this because I got saved at a Christian hip hop concert, and I wanted to spread the gospel through Christian hip hop. So yeah.
Okay, back up for a second. You got saved at a Christian hip hop concert?
Yep. 2 young men came to my area. They came to one of the biggest churches in our area. I had never heard of Christian hip hop before. I've never heard anybody rap the gospel. And 2 young men came. Their group was called Ricky Being Forgiven. I'm still friends with these guys to this day. And they came to this church. One of my friends invited me and said, yo, you should come hear this Christian rap group. I'm like, Christian rap group? Like, what's that? I went. One of the biggest churches, probably hold about 2,000 people. There were only 10 people there. I was one of the 10 and gave my life to the Lord that night. And what drew me was it was 2 young men that looked like me, dressed like me, talked like me, but they knew the word of God and they were unashamed of the word of God and
That
spoke
part.
the word. They had on jerseys, they had on hoodies, but they knew the word of God, gave an altar call, and they rapped the gospel and they gave their life to the Lord. And I gave my life to the Lord that day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So young brother out there, if you were listening, it's possible. It could be done. Because you said something very important. That looked like me, had the hoodie, but knew the word of God. So, just be yourself. Love God, because you know your walk will show it. You don't have to look at the outside part of what you're wearing, but your walk will show how much you love God. And Mr. Cole got saved at a hip hop concert and has been saved ever since. And look at his life. Talking about on the road, I understand. I've been on the road, traveled, toured, being on the road with your son every night, because I think you're the road manager as well.
Yep, I'm the road manager, so I take care of the merch, travel, and all of that. Yep.
So you see it. I mean, you're in a different city out every night. You're working and you standing there looking at your son. Yeah. What's going through your mind? How are you feeling at that moment you see him every night?
It's a proud feeling. But I tell you the thing, while we were on the road, that really shifted my perspective and gave me such a sense of gratitude. Our very first Dove Awards, nobody knew who Aaron was. He was not nominated. We were at the rehearsal. I think Erica Campbell was on stage rehearsing. And I sat in that arena at Lipscomb University and I said, Lord, why us? Now, we hadn't done anything yet. Aaron hadn't won no awards. He ain't had no #1 Billboard yet, nothing. I was just so grateful to be where we were. And I said, Lord, why us? Wow. We haven't worked as hard as other artists. We haven't been as faithful as other artists. We haven't spent the money that other artists have spent. Like, why us? And he said, son, just simply enjoy my favor.
Woo, Jesus.
So when people talk to me and I tell them about the book, I can give you the formula, but what I can't give you is the favor of God. And that's the separator. That's the separator. So when my son is on stage, I'm grateful. It's all gratitude because I know it's his favor. It's nothing that I did.
Yes.
It's nothing that we did right. It's just simply God's favor.
God's favor. And his favor is amazing. That's all I want, his favor,
His
because
favor.
it can put you in places and platforms that you never imagined, you
Yeah.
know, and that's where that's kingdom business, and just, you know, being faithful to God's calling and doing what he's asked for you to do. And my favorite scripture is trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Lean not to thy own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him and he'll direct your path. So that means he already know your destination. He know where you're going. All you have to do is just be faithful and trust God, and he'll lead you to something amazing. And I am just so excited, you know, just for you, Dr. Cole, for Aaron, you know, the many places that you know, I know you've seen a lot, but even where you're going, you know, even the places that you're going to, what God is getting ready to do, because I've listened to the songs. I've been playing the songs and I listen to the words. You understand? I'm listening to what he's talking about, what he's saying. And he's being Aaron and keeping it real and loving God at the same time. You understand?
Yep.
You know, when he said, I think one of the songs is "It's My Year."
Yep, it's my year. God made me for this, man. It's my year.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was about to go.
That song is and it's going viral on TikTok. Like, so many people are using it on their Instagram reels. It goes viral every year. And think about, everybody has a birthday every day. So it's a song that goes viral that's talking about God. So think about how much the word of God is getting out there by how many people using it in their reels on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, and stuff like that. It's just spreading the gospel.
Yes, I love when he said that it's my year. God make. I was like, oh my God! It just encouraged him. It encouraged me, because I started singing like, "It's my year. It's my year." Oh, Dr. Cole, I'm so, you know, just so grateful, you know, that you came on the show to share this. And as I said, I met you, you know, through Pastor Rodney, you know, years ago, and you've always just being so humble. I mean, you would never know that you guys are just so famous, you know, on top, because you're so humble. You know, you're faithful in your walk. You know, when you come to Asar Community Church, you know, you're the same every time I see you, and you always like, "Hey, Miss Coco," you know, like it's really an honor to really have you on here and sharing this information. And that's why I'm telling the viewers tonight, you know, this is gold right here. This is a charitable moment, because this is something that you can take back to your son, your husband, your father, your brother, your uncle, you know, to share that with them, so they can, you know, kind of do the strategy and, you know, ask God for that favor in their life as well. Dr. Cole, any final words, any other, you know, how can they reach you? You talk about the merch. I mean, how can, you know, people purchase the merchandise and, you know, find out where Aaron is going to be? Are y'all coming to North Carolina?
North Carolina, I don't know off the top of my head, but you can find all of that information at Aaron's website, IamAaronCole.com. It has all his dates on there. So any of my books, you want to book me to speak, I own a book publishing company. We didn't talk about that. So I help people publish their books. That's what I do. So if you need any of that information, that's at www.mrkellycole.com. But yeah, I just love what I do. I love helping people. But there was something I wanted to share with you. Like, I don't want you to think that this book right here is all of the good stuff. No, I share the pitfalls too. I share the mistakes that we made. I share about the young lady who was sent to destroy Aaron's career. Like, even with all of my teaching and me pouring into him and me tearing him, there was a young lady that almost destroyed his career, like almost took his life. And I told him specifically, the Lord said she was sent to destroy you, and he still messed with her. So I tell that story in there. So so this is not just cookie cutter stuff. This is like, I tell you the real story, the real journey from that day where you saw him record his first song, all the way until he signs his deal with Toby Mac, all the way up until today. And we're not finished yet. Like I said, we're just getting started. And how can I be big-headed or not be humble, knowing where I come from and knowing that it's simply the favor of God? I don't understand that. I don't understand big-headed people because it's not even you. And at any moment, it can be all taken away. Like, I'm from the projects. I come from the projects. Like, how can I get the big head knowing it's just simply the favor of God? So I believe in helping people. I believe in loving people. And I believe in treating everybody the same. Like, I never treated you any different because you can do anything for me. I treat everybody the same.
Yes.
And if I'm speaking clearly, following my big brother, Rodney treats everybody the same. From the moment I met my big brother, he treated me with love. He treated me with respect. He always pours into me. So I follow that same blueprint. I treat everybody the same. You never know.
Gosh, you do. You remind me so much of him. Like it's amazing, and you are so right. And I just think about you guys. Toby Mac is one of the well-known big, recording artists, in hip hop and rap, and I just look at what the platform that God put you on, the journey, the diversity. You understand what I'm saying? It's just not the African American culture. It's diversity. It's global. That's the favor. Woo! That's the favor of God. And I'm saying, and it can happen. It can happen. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things will be added unto you. It can happen. So we need not to think small, but just imagine what God could do in your life if you're obedient and faithful and just trust it. And I'm so glad that you shared that with Aaron when you said about the young lady that would sit there and try to distort it, because that's what the enemy will do.
100%. It goes back to biblical days. Like, I took him to the Bible too. Like, bro, look, what happened with him? What happened with him? What happened with him? The downfall most of the time was a woman.
Yes.
Not saying anything against women. I love them.
Right.
But most of the time, the downfall of the man was the woman, and it was the man not being disciplined. So it still comes back to us.
Right.
It still comes back to us not being in control of ourselves.
Yes.
So I gave him the lessons and taught him but he still fell victim to it until the Lord snatched his butt. And I said, look, you can play with your life, but you're not going to play with my life. I can be running my business, but here I am with you. And he had to make a decision, and the Lord sent him one by one, sent him 3 messengers to let him know that if you don't cut this young lady off, you're building a wall between what I have for you and what you say you want, and you're going to miss it all. Ooh. So get the whole thing in the book.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Yeah. And he listened. Thank God he listened.
He listened to God. That was it. He had to. He can't deny the voice of God. Like, you can run from it, but eventually you're going to listen.
That's right.
So.
Because he'll bring it all the way down. And Mario says, amen. Robin, hello to you. My God. Jeanette, it's amazing, just your testimony, everything that you're saying. It's just so helpful to men and to women, because everyone have a place in life. And so we just have to, work together and make it happen. So, Dr. Cole, I'm so thankful. I'm thankful for Pastor Johnson for just, you being in that circle, all of us together. It's just amazing. When you hang around good people, it just lets you see, lets you kind of notice all the wrong people. You understand what I'm saying? So I appreciate, being in the circle with Pastor Johnson, yourself and your family. Shout out to your wife and everyone, your daughter. Your daughter, where are they living now? Your daughter.
So my daughter, I have a daughter who's getting her master's at Lipscomb University. And by the way, I'm not married anymore. So okay. But my daughter's getting her master's at Lipscomb University, and then my baby girl is a junior in high school. So yeah. Yeah, she's getting her master's in theology. Yep.
Theology.
Yeah. So yeah, I got 3. I call them 3 superstars. Like she's gonna be. Watch out for her. Like she wrote a book in high school called "So You're Living for Christ in High School." She's a dynamic preacher, speaker, and theology major. She's getting her master's in theology. Now, my baby girl, she sings better than Aaron, and she plays. So
Wow.
watch out for her too. She's gonna be a bigger star. She's running from it. She's running from
She
it, but
running from it.
yeah, she don't want to do. I was like, baby, let me. I can the blessing in the favor. This is another level of favor. I can walk her into any label and get her a deal today,
Wow.
just from the favor. But she's not ready yet. But just
She's
watch out
not
for her.
ready.
So I got three. I got three superstars.
That is amazing. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. You know, again, Dr. Cole, thank you so much. And listen, I remember what you said to me the last time I saw you when you walked up to me and said, Coco, when you gonna write your book? You remember that?
Yep. When you gonna do it? We
It's
ready for
coming.
you. We
It's
ready for you.
coming. It's coming. It's
We
coming.
ready for you.
I'm just excited that God is putting all these great people, putting me around some great, phenomenal people to help the path and the journey that I'm supposed to be on. So when you spoke that and said that to me in my life, I was like, oh my God, here we go, here we go, here we go. And so, how sometimes you get nervous about it.
For sure. But there's a group of people. Think about the young men that's going to be blessed by me telling this story of raising my son. The fathers are going to be blessed. It's the same for you. Your sheep are waiting for you. They can only hear your voice. They can't move until you share what God has put into you. So,
oh my God.
So they're waiting on you. Somebody is waiting to be released by what you share with them.
Wow. Woo, as Pastor Mike Jr. said, do it for the culture.
Do it for the culture.
Gotta do it. I gotta do it.
We're gonna flip that. Do it for your sheep.
For my sheep, yes.
Do that for your sheep. That's it.
All right. Done deal. Done deal.
Right.
Done deal. It's said. It's done. It's done. It's done. Oh my God. Wow. He just spoke life into me. I received that. Dr. Cole, I know we're over our time. I really appreciate you coming to the show. I know the viewers, someone said here, needs to touch bases with Lanana Williams, who is a father and owns a few restaurants here in Durham. Yeah, we'll definitely get them connected with that. It's just so amazing. That's what's going to come out of this show tonight once this is shared with, friends and family. So I'm just so grateful that you took the time again out of your busy schedule to come and talk with us. So one more time, can you just give them your information? We have it running at the bottom of the screen here, but you can just tell them again how they can reach you and how they can get the book and when they can get it.
For sure. Make sure you go to www.raisingaaroncole.com and get the book bundle, because you get so many amazing things in the book bundle. You get that right now. The book comes out Father's Day weekend, but for everyone who pre-orders the book bundle, I'm going to be blessing fathers with free steak dinners. Now, if you're interested in me, my other books, me helping you publish your book, interested in me speaking to your young men, I am available for that, and you can visit www.mrkellycole.com. But that's me. You can find all of it there.
Wow. And you see his sweatshirt, right? It says Aaron Cole. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So thank you so much, Dr. Cole. I appreciate you. I love you. I actually will be in Villa Rica this weekend.
Awesome. Shout out to Esau, Pastor Johnson. I call him my big bro. Pastor
Yes, he is. I love him to death. Him and First Lady Johnson. Thank you, guys.
Shout out to Jeanette.
James Skinner, thank you so much for all your comments. Everyone that shared their comments tonight, I appreciate you. Again, we love you here on the show. Dr. Cole, thank you so much. God bless you. Much favor. Can't wait to see what's going to happen next for you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Yes. Whew. That was Dr. Kelly Cole, Aaron Cole's father. You got to get the book that's coming out in June, Raising Aaron Cole. Again, sacrificing his career to focus on his son's career. And his son's career is amazing. If you haven't checked him out, if you don't know who he is, go to aaroncole.com, listen to his music, get the book so you can get the story. You can hear about the story and teach one. Share it with someone else, especially to our fathers, our brothers, our uncles, whoever that we can share it to. Make sure we support Dr. Kelly Cole. So thanks to all the comments out there. I love you guys. Thank you, Dr. Cole. Thank you, Mark Lee. Thank you, Pastor Maurice Wright. Shout out again. Congratulations to Minister Mario Steele. Again, everyone that made comments tonight. Thank you so much. Share the broadcast. Share the broadcast with your friends and your family. It's a replay. You can go on the page and watch it again, but make sure you share it tonight. Like, comment, do all that good stuff. Okay. Again, we will be back next week. We're going to leave the show tonight. We're going to let you hear the song by Pastor Maurice Wright. We said earlier about his song called Love Is an Action Word, and he told you the story about that. He's going to be coming back to the show very soon, but if you don't have anything to do tonight, make sure you visit New Dimension. They're going to be there tonight. Wear your sneakers, as he said, because they're going to get their praise on. So wear your sneakers tonight. Bowling is on Saturday night and back at it on Sunday. So please, again, make sure you check them out. Mario, thank you so much. Love you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mark Lee, thank you. Dr. Kelly, Nick, Kim, all you guys from the IBM TV network. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the opportunity and the platform. Shout out to my church family, Mitchell's Grove Baptist Church in the house. Pastor Melvin Jackson, First Lady Jackson. Shout out to Pastor Rodney Johnson, again, ASAL Community Church. I will be there this weekend. Jeanette Johnson, all my ASAL family. Robin, I love you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for watching. James Skinner, thank you so much again. But as I say every week, and I really mean this. I really, really do. So listen, trust in the Lord. Whatever your dreams are, God has already kind of set the path for you. Your journey's already been paved. He knew it before you were born. All he wants you to do is just follow him. Listen to him. Be faithful. Be committed. Be persistent in your walk, and God will bless you. I'm telling you. So trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Lean not to thy own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. God bless you. We're going to be back here next week, same time. We have an amazing artist that's coming to you next week. I can't wait till she comes on the show. Shout out to Wayne Booker, Dr. Wallace, Kenya Wallace. I love you. Thank you so much. Again, we're going to leave you tonight with Pastor Maurice Wright. His video, his song playing on the saxophone called Love Is an Action Word. God bless you. Good night.